Here, man, and welcome.
I want to give thanks.
All right, boy. The music yeah come back, from such time and to know you're here with us. It's like it's a pleasure, right? And it's a privilege to have you here with us. At Skunk House Radio, a legend like the business. You have contributed a lot. You understand? And we play some of the music earlier, and I hope the fans them get familiar with those songs. I know they've heard it before. A lot of them heard it, and that was when music was music. You know what I mean? So, welcome, Mr. Livingston. And first, let me ask about your health and wealth. How is everything going with you so far?
The health are gone, pang same way.
Pang, see there. All right.
No complaints.
No complaints.
No.
All right. So, I mean, music. You're residing in New York City now, or are you still in Jamaica?
Oh no, I live down in Maryland, but my base is New York, so I'm mostly up this side.
Okay. So, and I want to go back in a history. I know it's a long history to really talk to you, because you have been in the business for so long around a lot of these renowned musicians and artists as well as yourself, right? So, music for you, I mean, how you got started in music, and who was your inspiration?
My friend them dragged me in music,
Yeah?
Yeah, because I never wanted to sing.
Okay.
I never liked to hear my voice. I love to write.
Oh.
But because of the way Jamaica music is structured, as a writer, it's hard to find anyone to sing your song, because most artists, and I'm talking about my period.
Yeah.
Most of them have this notion that them a writer and singer.
Yeah.
And
true.
We leave it to them. So
yeah,
when we usually write, my friend them always there on, nobody now sing your song them, and why you not gonna sing your song them? And I was very reluctant.
Oh, okay.
Very, very reluctant.
Yeah.
Until this guy named Tony Walcott came around, took up me and a couple other guys, and started rehearsing.
Okay.
Until he took us first to Studio One and then Channel One.
Okay, and that's where it begins for you.
Yeah, that's where it begins.
Okay, so you're singing, right? When you recognize that you actually have the voice, I just say you were pushed, but you had a voice, but you just never like it. Right. Beside you in your family, is there any other musician beside yourself?
My mother is the singer in the family.
Oh, so you kind of inherited from her.
I got it from her.
Okay, but you was afraid of it.
No, it wasn't. It's not. I was afraid.
Yeah.
I just wasn't into music.
Oh, music wasn't your thing.
I see. I grew up poor.
Yeah.
I decided that I ain't gonna live poor for the rest of my life.
True.
I got up and decided to pursue learn a trade.
Oh.
At the time, the trade was one of the.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah.
I do pretty good in school. I took GC and them something, but never passed. True. So we get up and decide, say, I'll be a radio technician.
Oh.
Time the radio technician at the swing,
Definitely.
So I'm gonna learn a trade. Which was technician.
So that basically was the drive for you.
Oh yeah.
Music wasn't even a second thought for you, right?
No.
So when you do start like writing, was writing something that you start at a younger age? Was you passionate about writing, or it's later on you start?
Oh no, I started right at an early age.
Oh, okay.
Very early.
Oh, okay.
Because I was into English literature.
Oh.
And all them other stuff.
Okay.
So I was writing poems and stuff like that early.
Oh, okay.
And then my mother, growing up, she had some poems that she always keep, bringing back up. Like I remember one name, half a league, roll a 500 down the back, and she can recite that with passion.
Yeah.
So that's where I get my passion of writing. My mother with her poems.
And poems, okay.
So I started writing like 10, 11.
Okay, so basically writing become the inspiration for you during that time. It wasn't a musical view, just writing.
Just writing.
But it all comes together later on.
Yes, it did.
It falls together later on. So tell me now, you somebody found out that about your writing. Was the writing that they saw and tell us, boy? First, I should ask you, how did you start thinking about writing songs now? Because you was writing poems, and was there song structure that just basic poems, right?
It just basic poems.
Oh, basic, okay.
Basic poems. And I had the knack early. I could hear a beat playing.
Yeah.
And I could just write something to the beat.
Oh, so this is what
early age.
Okay, so this is what your friend heard and decided to boy. Okay.
So I'm a friend. It.
Yeah.
The conversation we're having is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because like I did an interview a while back, and all my friends that I grew up with.
Yeah.
They find me. In life everybody got them different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they start to call me, and they always be like, "Let's see. Them days, you never really look like you ought to be no singer."
Yeah.
Because you hang around with me.
Yeah.
And them things there.
See.
But what happened is that me hang around with them, but me gonna dance.
You got
Me gonna
so
dance.
he was an outgoing person.
No, not really, He's an introvert,
Okay.
But go a dance with my friend them.
See.
And that was just it.
Yeah, okay.
And like we go all a west a dance, and with 10 times in Jamaica you couldn't walk street late at night. And
True,
like
true.
how you didn't venture out of your pool.
Yeah, me know.
So we go dance at west and them things there when we live at east, and when we live out at west, we go dance at Patrick City, Marvel and them place there.
Okay.
So it was cool.
Okay. So now your friend him kind of catch on to the beat, and him I hear something where you not hear. And him present it to you, and I said, boy, if you go in a studio. So you decide, you agree with him, you go to Channel 1. So what was it like now that you're recording there? What was the reception from the producer when them hear you the first time?
It's kind of unusual because from the beginning,
yeah,
I was producing myself and didn't realize it. My vocals, I produce all my vocals. No producer that I work with produce my vocals.
Oh, okay.
I always produce my vocals. I write and I put harmonies and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And after a while, I realized them don't have no issue with it.
Oh, them like it.
Yeah, them like it.
Them like it. Okay.
And them encourage me to do it.
Okay.
But most of the producers, them on the label, them are executive producer.
Oh.
But
okay,
them just producer.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
Everybody
a
producer,
Yeah.
So I was producing myself early.
Okay.
Early when I started the business because I knew exactly what I wanted.
Okay. So the executive producers, we know them operate. So them give you your own creative space.
Oh yeah.
For you to work on because them like what you had and they wanted you to just continue with that. So. What did you think about when you decided, okay, you're in the studio now? What was the business like? What was the mindset about recording a song and where it would go? Or, where these producers will take it for you?
When I started out, I never had this thing about what producer would do with the song. Because business is kind of weird.
Okay. So you never have much knowledge away the music business was at that time?
As we start go along,
you learn.
My little sister, she usually work with Air Jamaica. She should go to London every Wednesday. She care about books and books and books and books. So
you start to learn.
And kind of computer tell you what they're out.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Magazine, books, read. Sometimes my mother have to run go to my bed.
See,
you better go sleep. You read too much.
True.
But that was just me. So I learned the business as I come along because early, the first song I recorded, when I look at the royalty, I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And that royalty was split 3 ways.
Okay.
So you can imagine if it was even 2-way.
2-way, definitely.
But I didn't mind because I was trying to get my foot into the business and I said work out. So, but it was remarkable. And then I realized there are more to singing than getting royalties.
Okay.
Because there's another part of the business where there's money.
True.
So I just go along and learn it as I go along, thanks to my little sister.
True. And now you're full rounded with the music business. So your first song, when you released that for the first time, hear it on the radio, what was it like? What was the feeling? Know that it finally you it's not something that you dream about. It's just something that just happened spontaneously, right? And you have this song now finished up, mastered, and now it's out on the radio. What was the feeling like?
You know what I paid no mind?
No?
No, listen.
It was just another day.
No, at that time I was a postman. I was working for the government.
Okay.
And I was okay with my job because I was taking care of my family, my mother and my brother. Them.
Yeah.
So that was all that matters. The music thing, we get into it basically by accident.
Yeah.
So when the first song released, people tell me said the song released.
Oh,
I said, your song. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, and probably listened 1 or 2 times, but because me never like to hear my voice.
Oh.
Me not listen to my song on the radio.
Oh, okay.
So me just.
But when you come to realization that wait a minute, this song you really take off and people really are drawn to it more and more. Did it happen any time where you start to realize that?
You know, so top 1980.
1980, you realize that this is probably the part you need to take now, right?
Well, in a sense, but 1980 when the first iPod shuffle come out.
Yeah.
Daughter buy one and put all the songs that you can't reach and get.
Oh.
And so I start listening to myself. Because all these years I've never really taken music seriously.
Okay.
I just have a business doing music and I get the opportunity to sing.
Yeah.
And to write and sing.
Yeah.
So I just get up and do it. Not with the expectation that
for anything, right?
Like it will be the way it is now. Because
but
after all these years, honestly, this last year I realized how much impact my music have.
Oh, okay.
Last year, since 1970.
This is 1970.
Yeah, because
it wasn't something that you really wanted or looking forward to. It wasn't a means of survival for you, basically.
No. My thing was to learn a trade and
maintain.
Take care of my mother and my brother.
But you didn't understand the business aspect of the music anyway. So you never know the returns. What the return would be. Have you learned
early? Yeah. I knew what it was all about.
Okay, so you learn about the returns and everything. Early.
Okay, and I still wasn't.
You wasn't motivated into it.
I just made.
Was it? So you had some doubt in your ability, or was it just?
No,
no
doubt. I just wasn't interested.
It wasn't an interest for you. All right, understandable. You have some big song out there. I mean, some real big song. 100 pound of Collie Weed, come with Sentan, and I mean, you have a lot more songs out there that studio a lot of people are familiar with, and it earned your name in the business, and you're part of that legacy now. The great artists them were out there. So like looking back now, like where you're at now to where the music is coming from, any regrets?
No
regrets.
Nope.
So you fully accept the whole thing, like you said in earlier now. So tell me about the how profitable it was for you, because I know you record a lot of songs, right? Your first song, you knew about the business, so you got, unlike a lot of other artists, probably we don't know the business, probably wouldn't get no right. You got your first royalty check, and it split 3 ways, right? How was that like, and what was the motivation after you get that that money?
After that, it was cool, but the motivation was my friends.
Okay.
I have people in the business where, a youth named Leon Simoy, and would always, see the potential in me. And when the first song the drop, and I remember come and said to me, see, come to do an album. And we do an album in 3 days.
Okay.
3 days.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had the songs them already? You had the no? Or you had to rewrite back over?
Them days I'm not really write, I'm writing on my head.
Oh, okay.
And usually, I start write after about 1978, 79, I start write. But them early days.
It just out of the mind, out of the head.
Them early days in the studio at Jamaica, if a man carrying, I'm going to say, all right, I have a session today. I have 2 songs more I do. All right. Come in, engineer, play the tape. You have to write something that will
right away.
Right away. Because
no loophole. You can't leave the
No,
loophole.
because
Somebody else to take it.
thank you very much. That's what the competition was.
Yeah.
It coming like the early part of dub plate at Channel 1.
Yeah.
When I'm cut straight to the plate.
Exactly.
You can't make a mistake.
No mistake. One take and
Man
that's
beat you
it.
for that.
Yeah.
And I always decide that nobody now beat me.
True.
So, I just had a notion that no
Yeah,
man never beat
definitely.
me.
See.
Some learn early to catch things fast.
Yeah.
Because I will hear melody before I hear words.
Okay.
I'm a melody maker in my head.
Definitely.
And then I will match the words with.
To the melody, yeah.
So when we are cut dub now, after the tune them, and I want to put on them plate, and I want 4 plate,
Yeah.
you can't make a mistake.
True. Everything have to line up.
So once you know that craft and you build upon it, you become
A genius.
Yeah, genius. So,
Yeah.
So in the early days, I just sing, we have an idea, I just sing.
Oh,
I make
okay.
it in my head, but after 1978, 79,
Yeah.
I started to write more.
Yeah. Kind of format to things in a more okay. I got it. So your first song did pretty good.
Oh yeah.
You gained something from it. We interview a lot of artists here, so we don't get nothing from them first music. They not even know it go. A lot of them was doing it basically for the love. You know, and for see you really understand the business at that time, I mean, that's good, especially when Robbery was at a heights in the music, you know. And you end up coming out, you know, having something. I'm assuming that you was a respectable person, or they respected you to a level, or it was most of your friends them will kind of help you, you know, in the background.
You know, I don't know what it is. My friends in the background, no.
Yeah.
Because they were like a separate
Okay.
when it comes to the music.
Okay.
But I think you have a point. I think it was respect
The
for
respect.
the business.
Yeah.
The first thing, if me not when I work at studio, I'm gonna go to studio, stand up and wait for no produce.
Oh, so they have a higher respect for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go stand up. I have never done that.
True. Like, a lot of man used to do that
Yeah,
back
me
then.
do that.
Line up outside for early morning,
And-
7.
I'm gonna join that.
Yeah.
If a producer say him have session 4 o'clock,
Okay.
I am there at 3:30.
Okay.
So I could get my work done
Yeah.
and go home.
Okay. So the thing is, the separation and the difference between you and the other artists them is that you had a means of income. You had an income.
Right.
You had a trade, and you were working at the same time. So the level of respect would have been different. So probably that's why they didn't look at you as somebody who were really desperate, you know, that them could have exploit, who would just sign anything or jump on anything. So you had more knowledge of what
But
you wanted.
Even at them days, nobody now sign nothing.
Nobody really signed.
sign
But
nothing,
just
yeah.
the opportunity,
Yeah, opportunity.
verbal agreement. That's it, and everything. So you did a song. The song did good. What about shows and traveling? Any tours after that particular single? No?
Mm-mm.
It was just in the islands alone.
Well, it was all over the place.
Yeah.
In England, really England it bust out, but
Oh, okay.
as I said, never interested, Bridge.
You never. So you never travel. So all right. So I know there's a lot to talk about. You working and your work was more. Your work was more everything for you because it was helping taking care of your family, taking care of your overhead. So, but when this song and you get some recoup from the song, right? Did it make you see things differently or start thinking, well, maybe we should have really going at this, we could have earned more?
No.
Or because you had no?
You know, say, all right, me come to America on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
1982. I always remember. And I work at the post office up until the Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Before you
leave
come.
the Wednesday.
And leave it with. So it's a job that you really like.
It's not, well, probably yes, but if you grew up, if you knew my background, the way I grew up goddamn poor.
Okay.
And I was always motivated not to be poor in life.
Exactly. No, I got it.
And then I had my mother. I mean, my father was around, but it was all right.
Yeah.
But my mother was my main thing, and my little brother.
Yeah.
I have 3 sisters, then me, then 2 other brother.
Okay.
So my responsibility was the 2 brother and my mother. as much as my sister them didn't all right. One,
Yeah.
them gone to England, go turn nurse. The other one to do something. The other one to direct hustler. So
Yeah.
she all right. So
Them are, yeah.
my thing was just to take care of my mother.
And your
my
two siblings, two brothers.
Yeah.
Right. So that was your main concern.
Mhm.
So the job was some kind of way where it helped you to overcome whatever struggle you have gone through. So it was something foundational in your life at that time. So how much recordings did you do, before you come to the realization like it can be profitable for me? And tell me a little about the tour, when the tour starts, when you start doing tours.
I cannot remember when that realization came.
Oh, okay.
No, because I give you another story.
Yeah.
I have all these big tune. And I was in New York and I moved to Maryland, got married.
Yeah.
My daughter. I have my company around. And with all this big tune, I was just working. I was never interested in that stuff.
Okay.
But after a while, we start see royalty are coming from BMI. And first I'm just send me one little page like that.
Okay.
Then after a while, 2 pages. After a while, I start sending me one big brown envelope.
Too much.
Then after a while, they send me an email and say, I must send a PDF form.
Okay.
So I have to download it for some royalty.
Mm-hmm.
But then at that time, it just click in and say, hey.
No. And that was what year?
And I was still working through all of that.
That was what, in 82?
No, that was like about 84.
84, okay. 84. So, and that's when you really kind of said, okay, well, wait, it come heavy. The stock is coming in heavy. And something can probably go on this. So let's start from there then. So after you recognize that you're earning something from your work, obviously you put in a lot of effort. Even though you do other things, but as a part of your creativeness, right? You realize, well, okay, may I do this now? Money are coming now. Okay, you start recording. Which song within that time, if you can remember, that you recorded? After you come to the realization, say, well, it can be profitable now, and the efforts that you put in after.
About the same time, 83, 100 pound of Collie Weed.
Oh, that was the one.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
I remember I came, Percy Chin, said to me, say, see, I could do a project. And I was like, okay. And, start record song till eventually we end up with 100 Collie Weed.
Okay.
When everything kick off.
Oh, that kick off from this or no? So you record that song in Jamaica or New York?
In New York.
Oh, you record that in New York?
Yeah, man, Philip Smart.
Yeah. Okay. Long Island,
yeah.
Right? Okay, so that song recorded in New York City. So I know this song now is the song where you said, this is it now. Things, you're a well-rounded artist now, you consider yourself. Any tours from that particular song now? Did you start touring? Did you start, performing throughout the states?
Yeah, I was performing throughout the state, in Canada and,
okay.
Most on the West Coast. I was mostly on the West Coast.
Okay.
Humboldt County and San Diego, LA.
Yeah.
Most on the West Coast and Canada.
Okay, so that was basically your stamping ground. Anything overseas, like Europe?
No, whenever I start tour until my marriage fall apart.
Oh, you need something to just distract you, right?
Well, the good lads, there are certain ways to come to me, My marriage fall apart, and the same year, my wife moved out for me. I go on a 26 city tour of Europe.
Oh, so it was good.
That was good. That was excellent.
For you.
And,
you forget everything.
Well, we don't forget everything like time, Because I'm like, I'm talking about Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
I have a bad game today. Yeah.
You forget it and start the next one tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Monday morning, I plan for the next week.
Yeah.
So when all that fall apart, I up on a 26 city tour of Europe.
Okay.
I toured for 13 years. Sometimes I 3 times a year go Europe.
Okay.
So it was a starter. I think the best thing she ever did was get up and
leave. You not get too comfortable, right?
Yeah, probably.
So you're touring, you had the music, you had your first album out. This was what, the second album now, 100 Pound of Collie Weed. That's on the first album or second album?
That was the third album.
Oh, the third album.
Yeah, so the first album was Soweto.
Okay.
The second album was Trotting Through the Jungle.
Okay.
And the third album, there's an album named Rumors too.
Okay. So you have quite a few albums out there.
Yeah, probably about 8 or so.
About 8 albums. Okay.
10.
So you have a large archive out there, and all of these music are out there now, today, present day, on all the streaming platforms where people can go and things.
Some new stuff, not new stuff, some old stuff where most people never hear.
Okay.
By the end of the year.
Old for you, but new for we.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come out in the year, you know.
Come out. So you are working on some things at this present moment.
Yeah.
You have some new things that come out.
Some new old things.
New old things. Old to you, but new to us, right?
Right.
and they're coming out. I think you talk about this two singles, right? You're supposed to be coming out with soon.
Yeah, but me have especially from the record company in Paris.
Yeah.
I was a release stuff for me because me always a record.
Okay, so
I'll get them and them release it because like one of the biggest tune I have was redo Carlton Livingston, Message to You, Rudy.
Okay.
That's one of my biggest hits in Europe.
Okay. So you're still so you're the new songs that you're working on now is your work.
Yeah.
That way you write and everything and
my thing. Yeah.
Same type of vibes, are you depend on some modern techno type of thing now? Or you're keeping it
same vibes.
Traditional?
I mean, I have project like modern techno and stuff like that and
okay.
The hybrid thing where it's like I wouldn't call it soul.
Okay.
But kind of R&B with a reggae flavor.
With a reggae flavor, okay.
I work with some
kind of crossbreed, like
up in Vermont, so. No?
Okay, so you have some mixtures of thing out there. Carlton Livingston here in the building, SKUNKHTV. So you have some new things. You have a team behind you, or do you have your own label that you're working with? Are you working with a label now?
Well, I have a team, you know.
Okay.
I have a team, and I used to have a studio named G Kids Studio.
Okay.
You know, we do things together and projects and things like that.
So you never really stop working. You kind of slow down when you was married, but you kind of take up the mantle now and you're going full force. Maybe not the same force as you put in from the 82?
Yeah.
From 82, 83, right? But you're pushing still. You find the music more favorable to know to yourself, right? You can't completely say no, you love what you're doing, right? And without any apology, right? So new things coming out. Any album we can expect, or are you just gonna play around with some singles because you have a name out there already?
Just playing around with some singles and some stuff, you know.
Okay.
Because usually that's the way I work. It's very few people I'll get up and do album for. I'll do singles with them, and if the singles do good, or they said let's get up and do some more work, we keep doing work till we build up.
Okay.
But now, because like in the early days, people approached me to do album probably about 3-4, and I do it. But now,
you know, bother with it no more. You kind of slow down now. Now it's more like leisure time for you.
Yeah.
Doing the music but relaxing at the same time, right? And earning the benefits of your labor, right?
There you go.
Yeah, see. Yes, you know, boy, may I tell you, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Give thanks.
We are going to spin 2 more songs. I don't know if you're going to sing something for you, or better do if you know, at least give the people a 2 little taste of what's going on with them. No, say you're still here and going and still performing. You're still touring too as well, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And see that, so you don't know, my people touring, working. The songs they're out. And all your streaming platforms, so you guys can go check it out. Carlton Livingston, right? iTunes, Spotify, the works. All of your streaming platform, you can go check out the music. Them all authentic music. So we're gonna spin just a little for you guys, and then we're coming back and chat a little bit.
I ain't gonna fight over you. Ain't gonna fight. yeah. I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling hot. It's a hot, hot, hot summer. Hot, hot, hot summer.